Sadly, today, many persons are faced with brutal realities in their relationship. Some of them get to endure physical abuse, some get to endure emotional abuse just because one of them in that relationship failed to do an assignment on he or herself. You're welcome to my channel. My name is Chioma Ipemerichi, and today we are addressing an interesting topic that many persons stay away from when addressing relationship. This is relationship reality. You're welcome. If you're new here, I would love you to subscribe and like this video. I'd also love you to share your thoughts in the comment section as regards this topic. I'd also encourage you to share with family and friends because you don't know who needs this most. While making this video, one thing I prayed about was that it's going to bring about healing and change to as many that are affected by this issue we're raising today, and it's emotional insecurity. Emotional insecurity, especially in a relationship. Now, someone can be emotionally insecure and it will affect different parts of their lives. But when it comes to relationship, because they are closest to this person, a whole lot goes on. Talking about emotional insecurity, one has to consider the root of emotional insecurity, and it starts with lack of self-confidence. Many persons do not have self-confidence, they don't have self-esteem. So because they're all grown now, and so many of the time they try to hide this aspect of them because it will make them look weak, it will make them look like they don't know what they're doing, and so they try to mask themselves with some behaviors to hide their emotional insecurity, to hide their lack of self-esteem. I think it's important everyone gets to ask him or herself, am I emotionally insecure? And you may want to ask, what are some things I can see myself to show if I'm emotionally insecure? There's some things you need to watch out to be able to answer that question correctly. Number one, how's your self-confidence? Do you feel good about yourself, or do you feel low about yourself? If you don't have good self-confidence, there are chances that you're emotionally insecure. Another thing to observe is, do you have trust issues? Emotionally insecure persons always have trust issues. That's why you see, maybe if a guy is emotionally insecure, he suspects everything his fiance or his wife does. Every single thing. Who called you? Every phone call is a threat to him because he is emotionally insecure, and he will try to mask that reality about him. Emotionally insecure persons get to criticize people unnecessarily, especially those they're in a relationship with. They try to always shift the blame, everything, to the other person to make them feel bad. When they feel bad, they now get to start to have this feeling, okay, I'm a good one here. If one isn't careful, an emotionally insecure person can make the other person emotionally insecure because they'll make them lose their self-esteem. Now, emotionally insecure persons always want to dominate, always want to control. They always want to prove a point of being the one in charge, and so they get to beat the person they're in a relationship with. They get to insult the person they're in a relationship with. They get to do so many things just to prove that they're in control, to prove that they're the most important person right now in that relationship. Like, you need them and nothing more. Also, emotionally insecure persons are jealous. That's another trait you see in an emotionally insecure person. So the person tends to compare him or herself with others. How can you face emotional insecurity? As a teenager, I had low self-esteem, and thank God for a session with my general overseer, and he showed me the scripture. That scripture says, "For God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind." There is no need for you to compare yourself with others. There is no need for you to feel low about yourself. God has given you sound mind. He has filled you with His power and with His love. So you cannot be timid. You cannot have low self-esteem. Once you can address the issue of low self-esteem, you have addressed the issue of emotional insecurity. I can bet you on that. Once you have addressed the issue of low self-esteem or lack of self-esteem, then you have addressed the issue of emotional insecurity. In another video, I'll be telling us how we can relate with our fiancés and fiancées as we go towards the journey of forever. There's some things you will need to know on how you can discover this during courtship and prayerfully pull through or leave the relationship. It's actually better not to be in a relationship with regrets than for you to be in a marriage and regret the rest of your life. I want you to leave in the comment section any experience you've had with an emotionally insecure person, or how you as an individual have dealt with emotional insecurity. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you were edified both spiritually and emotionally and mentally too. Kindly click on the like button so many other persons can get to see this video and share with family and friends. God bless you.